Good morning. I'm just trying out this new selfie stick that someone gave me because my tripod's not actually working properly. One of the legs keeps sticking and I can't get it to stand up right. But hopefully I'll do some better videos when I've got that sorted out and I can place my real camera in there, whereas this is just my mobile phone, which takes very good photos. But anyway, what I want to show you is, I won't rabble on too much about selfie sticks and tripods, etc. What I'm going to show you is how I turn a sketch into a little painting. So I've got my table set up here in this corner. It's not my real studio, but it's a place I can sit sometimes when I just want to. After breakfast, I just get my little watercolour set out and usually do something or go through my sketchbooks or something. But I just thought I'd show you where I'm working. So you don't need a lot of space anyway. I've got a nice table set up in my studio, but to be honest, I quite like working in this corner because the light's very good over there. And I can quickly move this if I need to. So here we are. Let's just put this on the table and then I'll turn it round so I can show you what I'm doing or what I've been doing. I'll just turn around a bit more. I'll just wait a minute. I'll just have a quick slurp of coffee. What I wanted to show you was this little sketchbook over here. I might have shown you this before, this particular sketchbook. This sketchbook I use a lot and I've often got it in my bag. If not, I've got my little tiny pocket sketchbook in my bag. This is my favourite. So what I wanted to show you was this little sketch, and I did that down in Woolacombe, North Devon, at the top of Marine Drive. It wasn't a bad day, but it was cold and windy, so I did sit in the car for quite a while doing little sketches, and then I did this one and I completed it a bit more when I got home, but I put it all down in watercolours, then I went over it in acrylics when I got home. But I was very pleased with it. I particularly like the magpies, and I thought I might do this as a painting. So what I'm going to show you is, just a moment, the painting I'm doing. So the painting I'm doing of it, it's on it's on quite thick board, but I wish I'd done this on a canvas. I might actually eventually do it on a canvas because I've enjoyed doing this. I've just got to put the finishing touches to it and just add a little bit more detail around underneath the birds here. Just some grasses, etc., just to make it look a bit more, because that looks a little bit open flamed. Anyway, I've got the two magpies. Magpies aren't popular birds, not the most popular birds, but I like them, and they're always jumping around, and it's always lovely when you see two together, and they're full of joy. I'm going to put that down. So I've been using acrylics. I've got my palettes ready to go. I've got my palette and I've been working. I've got paint in there, but I've just put cling film over to keep it moist, and also that one as well for some of the paler colours. Also, I started using these new brushes I bought. This is a set. They were only $7.99, and I had to write down the actual maker's brush because I couldn't pronounce it. It's EXERZ. I couldn't quite pronounce that properly, so I wrote it down so I wouldn't. But I found them, they're they're really for acrylic paintings, and they're extremely good for the price. I like to buy lots of brushes. I've always got jars and jars, loads of jars of different brushes, and always trying to find the perfect brush for fine detail when you're using acrylic or oil. Now these ones particularly are very nice because they point on the end beautifully. So I can get quite fine detail with that. So I was very happy about that. That little bite also, it's in this little case and they're very light. So I can take that with my sketchbook and my little tiny watercolour set that I usually take out when I'm going out. Well, it's usually in my bag anyway, or in the car at least. So that was my latest buy. I'm getting on well with my Caran d'Ache. Let me show you. I'll just turn the camera around so you can see them. There they are, my lovely Caran d'Ache. I love these pastels. So what I do is I don't take them out with me because I take limited. I don't like carrying loads of stuff. So what I do is I take what I've already said, a little sketchbook, a little watercolour set, which is over there somewhere, a little pot of water or my flask, a little bit of tea in there, and off I go. And when I get back, I can work more into the sketchbook either with crayons, acrylics, or whatever I feel the subject needs. So usually it's to do with the subject that tells me what I need to finish it off with. For instance, when I went down to the harbour, I did this little sketch just of a little wooden boat down there, which I loved. I like the wooden boats. I did a little sketch of it, and when I got home, I think I did some watercolour on it, and then I've added some crayons into it. Also, these Posca pens I absolutely love. If you want fine detail, as you can see I was testing it, you can just get nice fine detail. So what I did was I just was trying to capture the movement of the waves around the boat, I think. I don't know if I've caught that, but I enjoy doing that. And that's what painting's all about. It's about enjoying yourself and don't worry about the outcome. I'll show you this. I don't know if I've actually shown you this little sketchbook. So this was done summer 23 Woolacombe. Now, as you know, if you've seen any of my other videos, I adore seagulls. I know they're very naughty, and that day they were very naughty, swooping over the tourists, trying to grab things. But I like the fact, let me show you, there was 3 just stood there, and they just looked such little naughty characters that I put them in. But I also enjoyed putting these 2 ladies in. And then there was a lady over here with a child and a friend in the water, and that little doll. So I put the doll in, and there's a guy over there sunbathing or just watching what was going on. And then you can see the surfers. So I really enjoyed this sketch because I was there for some time. So I put quite a lot into that one. But I would love to do this as a painting on a big canvas. So that's my next go-to if I'm short of ideas. That's what these sketchbooks are all about. You know, sometimes you just think, oh, I want to do something. What can I do? Pick your sketchbook up and have a look what you've done. That's just colour swap. That's something I want to finish. I really like this. I don't know why. It's down on a bit of land I've got with a pond, and I love this pond. So I did it very quickly in watercolour, but what I'd like to do is I started putting some, I think it was gouache actually I used on that. I'd like to start putting some detail into it next. So that's another thing I'm going to finish. And I really enjoyed doing that. And I've got another one, I think, of that. I do it quite a lot when I'm down there. That was just splashing colour on, just basically trying to capture the colours to remind me for when I do, you know, when I go back to that. So that was the other thing I did. My family of swallows, that was from last year. I was always trying to capture them as they flew over my head, sitting down watching them going in and out of the shed that we've got for them. We call it the swallow shed actually, and we've just fixed them. It's really falling down, but because the swallows use it, we don't want them not to come back. So we've just literally repaired the roof ready so they can come back this year and start nesting again without their nests getting wet. So I'm very excited about that. But eventually we are going to do the shed up a bit better, a bit more solid, so they've got a home for years to come. I spent the day with my two sister-in-laws, Bev and Hazel, and we went on a day trip down to Minehead. While they went off shopping towards the end of the day, and I said, oh, I'll go and wait down there where the coach was picking us up, and opposite was the ice cream shop. So I started sketching the tourists there, and I quite like this guy here, stood quite proud with his hand on his hip. I might try and do that sometime as a little painting, but I think I've captured everything that I need for a painting. Maybe I might put a dog or something there on a lead from this little girl. So that's another thing I'm going to do. These are sketches when I go down onto Martin Beach. They're quite quick sketches, as you can see. They're very sketchy, but at least I've got enough there if I want to do that as a painting as well. I've done quite a lot of those actually. Yes, that must have been September 4th of the 9th. That's just a quick sketch. The same beach, the same boat's always there. Different people, of course. No dogs. Dogs are not allowed down there in the summer, which I'm quite happy about because I don't like dogs on the beach. I don't know about you, but I know holiday makers come down with their dogs, but I've had some nasty experiences on beaches with other people's dogs. Same sketch from the same area, but I've put in, there's a walkway, you can walk all around these rocks, which is interesting. And I often go round there and sit round there. Excuse me. It's very nice. And there's lots of people on there. Well, not too many, but I've caught a few, so just quick sketches. Quick splodges. Lots of splodging. And that's, excuse me, sorry, I'm going to have a little drink. That's the same, me sat on the same beach, but looking across the other side of the beach where the road goes up through. It's quite hilly and it goes up and around into Ilfracombe. That's better. So that was done in crayons, as you can see. It's scribbly. I quite like doing that when I'm sketching. Just trying to capture everything that I can see. So when I'm sat down there, I don't sit sunbathing. I sit sketching because I love it. There's another, that's not very well finished, or I think I just started it and just had to go home or something. But that's the start of another one. That could be quite nice with just, let me see. Oh yes, I quite like these, what do you call them? Kayakers. Can you see them there in the corner? The kayakers. They do that quite a lot down there, and bodyboarding, very popular. So I might do those guys. I quite like that little bit there. I think that would make a good composition with the boat. So that's what I'm going to. Oh, hang on, there's another one. Oh, excuse me. This is from a beach in Ilfracombe. I don't know if anyone knows the beach. Rapparee it's called. And it's, I think I just put in a very quick sketch. There's Verity, the Damien Hirst statue, St Nicholas Chapel, and the harbour. Let me just see what's there. Oh yes, the harbour underneath Verity, that's where she stands. And it's been there for nearly 20 years now, Verity. Damien Hirst had a gallery just down on the harbour. It's not there now, he's moved on to, I think, more, what is he doing at the moment? I think he's doing blossoms, actually, paintings of blossoms. Anyway, enough about Damien Hirst. I don't want to publicise his art, although he's quite a good artist, and some of it I quite like. But I particularly do like Verity, and can't help but put her in if I'm down there sketching. So that was from over the other side in the beach called Rapparee. As you can see, it's just a sketch, pencil, nothing else. I actually put the temperature 21°C, so that was nice warm day. I think I was sat down there with my sister that day. Anyway, so I've got quite a lot of things just in that to get on with. Also, this I'm going to finish. I've got another sketchbook I must show you. Not today, but it's all about when I sit at the top of Marine Drive in Woolacombe and do this sketch, because I've done quite a lot of sketching of it, and sometimes I can see Lundy, sometimes I can't. That particular day, Lundy's right there, but it was misty, so you couldn't see it. Lundy is opposite Woolacombe, and it's 20 miles across. But sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't. That day, no, it was a little bit misty out there, so I can't put it in, but I do like to put Lundy into the paintings I do down there. But that day I thought, no, I'm not putting it in because I can't see it. I could have used artistic license, of course, and just misted it in somehow, but I think these are more important for me, these birds. So I'm going to finish these today, and that little area there. So that's my mission, my task. I was set myself tasks, things to finish. That's one of them. And then I can enjoy my other sketchbook work. Anyway, thank you for watching, and don't forget, if you want to see any more of my videos, do subscribe. It's free, totally free. And please like, it's nice to get a few likes, and leave me a comment, anything. That would be nice. Thank you.